Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a healing hypnosis session, and it was created for a client that had recently had surgery that they weren't expecting, weren't anticipating. It was a bit of a surprise, but they suddenly needed very rapid surgery on their brain. So a blood vessel that was dangerous and close to their brainstem. And because of that, that was leading them to have to make changes, reprioritize their life. But obviously the actual physical healing nature of surgery. So there's lots of healing suggestions in this. What was interesting is that they made a decision that avoided an increased possibility that could have led to death. So you're going to hear a pathway as a metaphor in this hypnosis session leading into a crossroads. If you think of a crossroads, there's almost four paths that meet in the middle that create the cross. There's the path that you're on, and then almost like the cross part, and then the path continues. Each of those three new paths represent a different outcome. And one of them is a very undesirable outcome that could have led to the untimely death of this individual. That is used deliberately to create a feeling of hope and gratitude in contrast to the thing they've already avoided. Comparatively to that outcome, everything is amazing. So then the key choice then is, do they carry on as they were going before they even knew about the surgery, or do they use this as an opportunity to reflect and change and take a different pathway? And this is what this hypnosis session explores. Effectively, it is about healing, it is about feeling empowered to heal, and a sense that this is a good time to reflect on what is truly important, and that perhaps in a strange, paradoxical way, that this thing that they really didn't want and was unpleasant and traumatic may even lead to a positive and desirable future that they may not have experienced had it not been for the unexpected surgery. Obviously, the nature of brain surgery is very, very niche, very, very specific. It's unlikely, unless you've put that term in the podcast, that you're listening to this because you've recently had brain surgery. What is more likely is that you would benefit from healing, and we've all got, let's say, echoes of injuries or pains from the past, or it could even represent emotional healing. So just use it in that way. But it's also an opportunity to ask yourself the question, if you were to reevaluate your life right now, would you carry on as you're going, or would you like to make a change? And if you would like to make a change, allow the pathway that represents an alternative future to be that future for you, and you'll get much more out of this session, irrespective of whether you've had surgery recently or not. Obviously, if you do want something bespoke for you, as always, there's a link in the show notes where you can schedule that free consultation call, or you can check out my website, which is adamcox.co.uk. For now, though, find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a relaxing, calm breath. And as you exhale, just feel that you're releasing tension as you slowly breathe out. Breathing in relaxation and exhaling any tension, any worries, any anxiety of the past. As you breathe in and breathe out, scan your body for any clues of muscle tension, maybe around your forehead, jaw, neck or shoulders. And as you breathe in, imagine breathing in healing white light. Imagine this white light is so bright, it seems like it's glowing. And imagine breathing in that healing white light through your nose, into your lungs, and feeling this healing white light being distributed to every cell in your body. I want you to imagine you're breathing in this bright, healing white light. And what is being displaced is anything your body doesn't need. Any stress, any tension, or perhaps anything that is just impeding the healing process. Imagine those being things that convert into a grey, dark colour, a shadowy sensation that feels like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. As you continue to breathe in healing white light and exhale anything dark, imagine this as a transfusion of resources, breathing in what is resourceful and exhaling all of those things that are not resourceful. Beliefs, memories, thoughts, evaluations and worries, feel them leave your body in that outward breath. The deeper you breathe, the deeper relaxed you become. And the deeper your body relaxes, the more your imagination awakens. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine a pathway through a forest. I want you to imagine the material, the color of the path beneath your feet. Maybe it's gravel or sand or concrete, or just a pathway made of mud and soil that's been walked upon many, many times. And you could imagine the type of trees in this forest. Maybe pine trees with a smell, or perhaps the kind of trees that blossom in spring and allow the leaves to fall in autumn. I want you to imagine this is your life's path, And imagine that you've been on this path your entire life. As we explore the recent past and your recent and upcoming future and the choices that you have. But before we continue on the path, I want you to imagine a comfortable chair by the side of this path. The kind of chair that really shouldn't be in a path in a forest. Maybe a very comfortable reclined chair, a couch, or something else, and just imagine placing yourself on that chair. This is a healing forest. The smells in the air, the freshness of the air, help with the healing process. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, feel that you're becoming deeper and deeper relaxed. In fact, I'm going to start counting downwards from 10 to 1. And with each descending number, I want you to feel that you're becoming increasingly relaxed. I want you to focus on your toes. Think about your toes, perhaps even wiggle them. And just imagine how it would feel as 10. You imagine your toes becoming incredibly relaxed. 9, just imagine that feeling of relaxation going up into your foot. The tiny muscles that enable you to stretch your toes, to move your ankle. Feel all of those muscles relaxing. Just imagine your feet being so relaxed as 10 becomes 9. Your feet, your toes, your ankles have never been so relaxed. Just release all the tension. And then 8, extend that relaxation up into your calf muscles. You're relaxing in a chair in a forest by the side of a pathway. There is no need for tension in your feet or your legs. As you breathe in that feeling of healing relaxation, exhale any tension, particularly from your feet and lower leg. Feel it leave your body, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. And then 7, now focus on the upper part of your leg. Imagine how you would feel if just all of the tension disappeared. That your legs all the way down to your toes just felt limp and loose and relaxed. Just like the limbs of a puppet with no strings. Just resting there, feeling so effortlessly relaxed. And then 6, bring that relaxation up into your lower gut. And just feel that place where sometimes anxiety is kept. A twisting, knotted sensation just being released. Feeling so relaxed now. And imagine that relaxation going upwards. So even your internal organs like your lungs, diaphragm, heart, stomach, all of your internal organs start to relax. Notice that you can breathe deeper now and lower. Not from your mouth or your chest, but lower, deeper down into your diaphragm. And then 5, feel that relaxation spreading to your neck and your shoulders. If your gut is where anxiety is sometimes kept, then the neck and the shoulders can be the place where stress is normally held. So feel like all of that stress is melting away. 4, feel that relaxation going down your arms, all the way down to the very tips of your fingers, so that your arms, just like your legs, are feeling limp, loose, heavy, so relaxed. And then 3, going up into your jaw, just release any tension around your jaw. 2, up into your forehead. And just imagine relaxing all the muscles in your face, neck, and even the tiny muscles close to your brainstem, the top of your spine, and just feel so relaxed, like relaxation from the tip of your toes to the top of your head, feeling so relaxed as 10 went all the way down to 1. And just imagine how you would feel drifting off in that chair, by that pathway, in that forest. Keep your physical body in that chair and allow your imagination to be standing on the pathway. Seeing your physical body there in that chair, noticing how relaxed that physical body is, as you imagine lifting up an arm from your wrist and seeing how limp, loose and relaxed, letting go, seeing it flop down to your side. Your physical body looks like it's fast asleep as your imagination continues walking down a pathway until you reach a crossroads. Therefore, the path that you're on splits into 3 possible directions. The direction to the left, the direction straight on, and the direction to the right. I want you to see that in the direction that goes to the left, there is a large pit, the kind of pit that would perhaps lead to something bad happening, maybe death, maybe something severe, life-changing injuries. And I want you to get a sense that whether it was through coincidence, good fortune, good timing, or perhaps the unexpected intuition of someone else, that you avoided the very worst of these 3 pathways. If your unconscious mind agrees, let me know by nodding your head. And with that in mind, whichever of these 2 pathways you follow, you can be grateful that you are infinitely further ahead than you would be had you taken that other direction. The path that continues straight on is the path that you would have continued if you were oblivious to a medical need. And I want you to imagine that future. Imagine the operation and surgery never happened. And imagine what life would have been like had you been oblivious. maybe that condition you didn't know you had could have led to a different, perhaps pit or peril in the future. But just imagine it didn't. Imagine this is life carrying on as you were. Keep making the evaluation that that life is infinitely better than what you narrowly avoided. But also consider the possibility that what has happened, although wasn't desirable, could be a catalyst for a change of direction in your life. New priorities, new decisions, things that you accept. What if what happened could be harnessed to be an empowering catalyst to take your life into an even better direction? And you don't have to know what that direction would be, or even what is on or at the end of that pathway. But if your unconscious mind could agree that sometimes good things happen from undesirable experiences, just let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to imagine what it would be like to take the first few steps of that pathway, no longer going in the direction you would have gone, and certainly not going in the direction that would have led to a devastatingly bad outcome. I want you to feel that you're taking the best possible direction, not choosing to go backwards, but not choosing to go forwards as you were, choosing to take a new pathway in your life. Feel that the sun gets a bit brighter, that the scent of the trees or the flowers in this forest become more noticeable. And as you walk down that pathway, as many people do when they walk, they drift off into a daydream where they forget they're even walking and just continue to put one foot in front of the other, like they're on autopilot, like a trance state. And just feel that you're walking in that new direction with your mind open to new ways of thinking, new evaluations. And while you're on that new pathway, you feel a deep sense of resilience within you, knowing that you can get through this challenging time and any future challenging time. Feel that each day you feel your body healing more and more, accelerating your recovery. Feel that you can choose to reflect on what truly matters to you, gaining clarity and insight. And feel empowered to make positive changes in your life that support your healing journey. And you can accept that your surgery was necessary and trust in the process of healing. And as you trust in that process of healing, just imagine looking into the location of that surgery, almost through the lens of time-lapse photography, through a three-dimensional X-ray or scan, and seeing it progressing, healing in exactly the way that you would like. See the shape. As you make the evaluation, you are healing positively. You are safer and stronger than ever before. And at the point where you could imagine, gazing into a future where you imagine that the healing has taken place exactly as you wanted it to, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. You find peace in knowing that some doors have closed, but new, perhaps even exciting opportunities are opening up for you. You continue to embrace the idea that good things can and often do happen from even the most challenging experiences. And you recognize that your inner strength has been forged through life's challenging experiences. And you can feel your body healing rapidly, moving towards a state of complete health before that rapid healing levels off into slow and steady continued healing. And you can trust in your body's natural ability to heal and recover at its own perfect pace. And feel a growing sense of calm and peace, knowing that you are on the path to full recovery. And perhaps you will notice in the days that follow a tendency to focus on the positives in your life, attracting more good things each day. Because you can always be grateful for the outcome you've already avoided, meaning that foundation of gratitude is always there. And you can feel confident in your ability to adapt and thrive, no matter what comes your way, as you embrace change as a natural part of life, allowing yourself to grow and evolve as necessary. And I wonder just how grateful you can be for the lessons learned from this experience, knowing they make you stronger or wiser. But more importantly, you feel your mind and body working together harmoniously to speed up your healing, making choices, what to eat, what to drink, fresh air and movement, to facilitate that healing process. And maybe you can imagine a future, months or even years in the future, of you being fully healed, but more importantly, living a vibrant and fulfilling life in accordance with your values and what you truly want your future to be. And you can be patient with yourself, knowing that each step forward is a step towards complete health. Like any pathway, there can be twists and turns, but feel that you can handle whatever life throws your way. You are stronger and more resilient than you realize. which gives you the ability to feel a deep sense of relaxation. This relaxation further supports your body's healing process. Not everything has to happen for a reason, but sometimes they do. And you don't have to know the reason to feel that life is moving in the direction that you now desire. So allow yourself to let go of fear and embrace hope, optimism, and positivity in this healing journey. Acknowledge the progress you've already made. Feel grateful for the mindset, the perspective, and the ability to see things in a way that serves you. As you celebrate each milestone or element of progress on your path to recovery. Knowing that you are open to the opportunities and possibilities that perhaps this time away from normal life gives you the ability to reevaluate, reprioritize, operating from the frame of knowing everything that you now know. What does it make sense to do? Of course, healing takes time. And you are there to help your body in every way that you can. Continue to walk on this pathway with a sense that this was the right choice, that this was the right direction. Not the path you had in mind, but a new path, perhaps a pathway that will lead to things that you will only truly value long into the future when you finally look back. If your unconscious mind is willing to support and amplify this healing process, let me know by nodding your head. Now, it's time to return to that version of you, asleep on a comfortable chair by the side of a pathway. But you're returning back knowing you've primed your mind for healing and to take a pathway conducive to a desirable future. Step into that version of you there in the chair. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes as I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken fully in the present moment, feeling that you are amplifying your healing journey. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake. Wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.